As you may know, the Quintessential Quintuplets has ended about 2 years ago. It fumbled, disappointed the fans, and was a canon event for me, but all in all, it was a good closing. It felt like a goodbye to the series. The end. Then they announced an OVA, which is honestly the best animation and art style the series has had. And they announced a sequel. Even the executives can let go of the franchise. Quintessential Quintuplets Honeymoon Arc, a 2-episode sequel to the critically acclaimed Quintessential Devil. And if you missed the title, it takes place after the events of the main story, during Futaro and Yotsuba's honeymoon in Hawaii. And so my wife, Nino stumbled upon a Hawaiian girl who has a crush on a Japanese kid and wants Nino to teach her how to speak Japanese. But Nino, the cutie pie that she is, can't speak English, so she basically listened to a random kid yapping and chat the table language into her. So Lily asked Nino to add her on Instagram.
Instagram account!
And Futaro got drunk with the Kano Papa. After that, they decided to pretend like Nino and take turns in teaching Lily Japanese. Summary Owari. If that summary sounds boring, it's because it kinda is. Obviously, the mystery of who the girl in the photo is gone. We all know Yotsuba and Futaro got married, so no romance between the 4 Quins and Futaro unless you want an NTR arc, I guess. And they just introduced a random character out of nowhere to give this arc a plot. And if you care more about the other Quins, Nino technically got all the screen time. No complaints there. Just with a different voice because it's the others pretending to be like Nino. And just like the original series, Itsuki got neglected again. Like, they didn't even give her a moment with Lily. It immediately cut to Futaro and the girls talking. Rest in peace to all the 5 Itsuki fans. And finally, the animation was a downgrade. It's not bad, but if you compare Studio Shaft's animation to this, it's a night and day difference. The colors pop, and the lighting was way better. And that's all the complaints I have. Time for the compliments, I guess. What kept me from watching this is the slice of life parts. If you're like me and care more about the characters than the plot, then you'll enjoy this. The best part about this sequel is the English. Here's an example.
So, what's next? Maybe change my hair? I go to Les Saloon. Wait, please. Sure.
And that's probably the cutest part of this mini sequel. But there's actually a side plot that I didn't include in the summary because I don't want any spoilers, but basically all the Quins have an individual problems of their own. And the solution is everybody's specialty. Meaning the answer of Miku's problem is Nino, the answer of Nino's problem is Ichika, the answer of Ichika, and so on and so forth. And the conclusion might be predictable, but it's actually pretty good. It really shows how much the girls have grown throughout the years, and I love that. And with this part, I want to highlight the comment I got from my first ever video by Wally. He mentioned that the character assassination for Futaro is questionable, and leaving his reason while, criticizing me. Wally, if I offend you, sorry about that. It's been a year since I made that video and I am extremely schizophrenic to remember. Anyways, so I look back at the honeymoon arc and yeah, I guess he's correct. But it's not the thing that Wally pointed. Remember a few sentences ago where the girls have problems and the solutions are each other? Yeah, well, Futaro was the one who brought that idea, when Futaro is the one who taught the girls not to cheat. If you can recall, Futaro gave them a cheat code for the test, but it's actually just a message telling them not to cheat. Yeah, so why Futaro of all people would do this? I know it's a way to signal that the girls have grown up, but Futaro should be the last one telling them this. Heck, they added Lily into the roster, why not just make use of this random girl? The point being, they made Futaro act out of character in this special when he should be the character to encourage the girls to face their problems head on and to not use shortcuts. And I guess it's just a special that maybe a few people will just watch, but it kinda ruined a piece of the story, doesn't it? Also, another point, notice how the girls conveniently forget what to do with their own problems. That Futaro had to tell them to cheat. Didn't they already learn this? It's not that they regress as character, it's just that they randomly forgot the lesson they learned in the previous seasons. Yes, I said I liked it, but the execution sucks ass. Why not just, showcase their growth? Show them applying the lessons they already learned, rather than edging us for 1.5 episode? Anyways, in conclusion,
Is it a cash grab? Yes it is. And it's getting kinda annoying how much they wanna keep this franchise alive. When Negi Sensei himself killed it years ago, heck, there's a spin-off game coming out exclusive to the PS5. Now, if you may excuse me, because I might start schizoing again. Bye.